Hey everyone, welcome back to Couch Conversations with Sasha Love. I'm your host, Sasha Love, and I'm super excited to have you here with me today. And our conversation is going to be about rediscovering, well, it's a continuation of our series, Rediscovering You, but the title for this particular episode is Discovering Your Passions. So we are all unique and amazing and beautiful individuals. And with that being said, I firmly believe that each of us, we have been blessed with some form of a gift or multiple gifts. And oftentimes through those gifts, we experience doing things that we're passionate about. So that brings me to my first question for you. What are you passionate about? What is something that fills you with this uncontrollable feeling, this sense of fulfillment, this sense of joy, this sense of meaning, purpose? What is that thing for you? Is it making art in your room? Is it serving at a community shelter? Is it helping out your neighbor? Is it reading a book? Is it being a doctor, a teacher, a lawyer? Is it being a nurse? Is it being a janitor? Is it being an office manager, a secretary? Is it being a mom? Is it making clothes? Is it starting up a business? What is it? What is it that you feel passionate about? And if it's a difficult question for you to answer, then allow me to follow up with this one. When was the last time you had that feeling? A part of rediscovering who we are is also knowing how certain things make us feel. I think for a lot of us, it may be easy to know what we don't enjoy. Some of us don't enjoy waking up and doing a 9 to 5. Some of us don't enjoy having to work at a certain job. Some of us don't enjoy having to brush our teeth. Some of us can agree that we don't like when people disrespect us or yell at us. Some people don't like people being in their space, talking too much. It's often very easy to point out what we don't like, what is uncomfortable, what is unpleasant. But what about things that we do enjoy? What about things that we do like? What about things that, oh, I know if I do this thing, it's gonna light me up. I know when I do this thing, I'm gonna feel rejuvenated and empowered and ready to conquer the day. I challenge you, while you're watching this video or maybe after, write down at least 3 things you enjoy doing, or at least one thing that you are absolutely passionate about. And after taking the time to write these things down, think about how you can incorporate those things either into your day-to-day routine, your weekly routine, monthly routine, some form of routine where you can get regular doses of this amazing feeling in your life. I think it's very important for us to be in touch with things that make us feel good and things that make us feel bad. But even more so the things that feel good, so that we know what to turn to when we're stressed, when we're overwhelmed, when we feel lost, when we feel like we may not know ourselves, or maybe when we've been in an environment where we've been reminded of all the different things that we've done wrong. Knowing what we can do to feel fulfilled, to have meaning, to have joy in our lives, that is something that is a very powerful thing to have. It's a very powerful tool to have. And on top of that, even more so, it's what adds meaning and excitement to our lives. So when I say passion, some people think that it has to be something great. It has to be your life purpose that you've known since you were 5 years old, and has to be something that is going to change the world. If that's the case for you, great. Keep it up. Happy for you. If it's not the case for you, or maybe you're in a space where you don't know what your purpose is, you don't quite know what direction your life is going to go, or what direction you need to move, then start with something small. Start with things that make you feel good. Do you like the feeling of seeing the faces of people around you after you cook a bomb meal? Do you enjoy seeing children laughing when you tell a funny story? Do you enjoy the smile on the face of someone you're helping in the nursing home? Do you enjoy the feeling of accomplishment when you finish that DIY project? How about when you're painting and sketching or learning a new instrument? What about when you're cleaning, gardening, eating? Maybe after talking to someone that you care about, talking with your therapist, drinking a glass of warm chamomile tea before you go to bed. See, while those things may not be what the world or what society may view as things that will change the world, it makes it no less meaningful. It is beautiful to know that when you cap your night off with a nice glass of chamomile tea, that fills you with joy. It is absolutely incredible that you find joy in cooking delicious homemade meals for the people that you care about. It is super amazing to dive into art and paint and sketch and play an instrument or sing. Whatever that is for you, find out. Well, first, if you don't know, find out. And once you find out, or if you already know, practice it. Take time to do it. Take time to partake in it. And add that fulfillment, add those things into your life. You see, healing journey is not always about finding the parts of ourselves that are hurting, that are aching, that need attention, that need to be soothed and loved, and that need to be healed. That is a part of it. But another important part that even sometimes I forget about is being intentional about adding things that make us feel good. Things that bring us joy. Because in order for us to also move through life in a meaningful way, in order for us to have healthy relationships with ourselves and others, it is so important for us to build and develop the skill of bringing joy and happiness into our own lives, into being happy people independent of what goes on outside of us, independent of the relationships that we have, independent of the resources, the accolades, the money, the titles that we have, to have this internal sense of joy and fulfillment. It changes everything. So leave your comments below about what are some things that you are passionate about. What are some things that bring you fulfillment, meaning, joy, light, happiness? Drop them down. I want to hear about them. You can also put them on, put them in an email to me if you want, or you can put it into my direct message on Instagram. I'm gonna get better at that. Just be patient with me. But yeah, so that's some of my thoughts. So discover your passions, dive into it, enjoy that, and fill yourself up with some of the good stuff too. Until next time, take care.